Hey guys, Jeff here, Dice Setter. I am going to read as much as I can of my opener because if I just did it on a whim, it'd be here forever. So I don't want to miss the good points, so I'll have to look down from time to time to make sure I say what I need to say. I would have to say if I could change the time of which I grew up to a different time, I would have to pass. I think my childhood was the greatest. Arcades were the place to be. We saw the beginning of Atari, Nintendo, Sega. We rode our bikes everywhere. Our parents didn't have a clue where we were. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't even know what Wi Fi was. You just had to be home before it got too dark. It was the start of one of my favorite things, music videos. Back when you'd have MTV that actually played videos. You had VH1. You had Night Flight. I don't know what it was about it, but we were stuck on seeing the videos that went along with our music. Still today, I think they play more 80s music everywhere I go than probably any type of music. I remember going from a black and white TV set going to a color TV set. Now, that happened back in the 50s, but then by the 70s, it became more affordable, and that's what happened. Uh, TV prices went down, and I got to see Captain Kangaroo for the first time on color. Our Saturday morning cartoons, bar none, the best. Absolutely the best. In the arcade, I found something I not normally would play, and that was pinball. Pinball machines. You could sit there and do 3 games for $2. Sometimes they had other specials. You could play like a 4 player for like $3 or something. It was crazy. And that pinball machine would last you longer than most video games you could play. Especially if you got the match at the very end, you'd have to match the very end number. You could win. One time I won 100 games. I was there like all day long. The plunger on these pinball machines had a scale to show you how far back you're pulling it. And that would shoot you off to the very top. And sometimes on some machines you didn't want it to launch you too far up there. In some games you wanted it pretty far back, but it had a meter. It was like sights. You'd sit there and pull it back till you knew exactly where you wanted it and let it go. That was an advantage. You were rolling a steel ball through doors, tunnels, holes that are there for a purpose, trying to hit certain things, knock certain things down, but yet using that plunger and pulling it down to a certain amount, that was an advantage. Imagine that, an advantage by pulling down a plunger on a steel ball. It was an edge. Yet so many people argue that dice influencing isn't a thing. That little bit of an edge on square dice, and we're not fighting gravity uphill, dismiss that. But that pinball machine that you pull that plunger till you saw the line that you wanted because you know it would get you to a certain point, it's okay to call that an advantage. Only the uneducated people would argue that dice influencing is not some sort of an advantage. 36 years ago, I graduated high school and went directly to an automotive technical college. I graduated from both on the same year. That was my foundation. And you have other things that you built on that foundation. But no matter what, I always had that as my foundation. Last weekend, I took a trip. I took a trip back to where I started 36 years ago, to the same trade school, and I applied to be a teacher of auto mechanics, so I can share my experiences and teach others so they can also have that same foundation that I have always had. It is kind of like watching your parents parent you, and then now it's your turn to sit there and parent your kids. And the only thing I always wanted to do is just go up a notch. Be one more notch better, or even more so, of a parent than my parents were. And my parents were fantastic. My parents were great. I look back and I think about my instructors, and I had quite a few of instructors. And they were good, but I think I can do better. I can sit there and say, you know what, I was missing that, I was missing this, and now I can come back and fill in the gaps that I thought were present. Be a better teacher to young people that want to get into the automotive field. And like any field, there's not going to be enough auto mechanics eventually for all the cars that are out there. There's a shortage now, and in 5 years there's going to be even a greater shortage. I will be moving to a different state at the end of this month. I don't know if my new place will have room for a crap stable. And if it does have room for a crap stable, I need to rebuild this one. I've been putting it off. I need a meter box. I need structure in my life. There's things that I wish I did differently about it, and now I'll be able to do that when I get to my new place. If it doesn't have room, I'll have to somehow accommodate it so that I can continually show you new things and we can talk about new things. I did find out that the closest casino to me that actually has craps would be Black Rock in Colorado. I don't know which casino to pick, so those of you that are in that area or have been in that area, leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know which ones to stay away from, which one has the best craps table. Let me know. I completely new to this, don't know what to do. So as I end this, I always think about music. And I think about Brent Smith. He's the lead singer for Shinedown. And in all the concerts I've been in, he always ends it this way by, it's never goodbye, it's just till next time. So with that being said, it's just till next time. I'll keep you posted, I'll keep you updated. I'm tearing down my craps table right now. I'm packing stuff up. I want to bring you guys to another state, but you got to let me rebuild what I've done and get situated, and I will be back. And like always, comments, email, I'm there for you. I might be take longer to respond, but I am there for you. Tell me what you guys think. Um, Wish I had better news, but it's not bad news. Um, I think I'm going to like the weather a lot better where we're heading because right now our weather is kind of like living in hell, close to it. It's either hot or extremely hot. I want more than just two temperatures. Thanks, guys, for watching. And again, please like, share, subscribe, and I will keep you guys posted. It definitely won't be every week, but I'll keep you guys posted. Also on Facebook, I do add things I find from the web, and I might be able to do more there. It's dice setters, but you have to ask to join. So if you're not part of that, be a part of that because you're missing out on half of me. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.